So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check, crunch. Hey, echo.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
First down, Brown.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, box truck.
From the gun, Mayfield going deep here for Landry. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll start on the ground with Deeda. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Deeda. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Matt Deeda out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry, 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing.
Check 3.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 87 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Fielded just inside the 30. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
13. I got him. Hey, seam 6.
53, Mike.
I got this.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 38-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Hey, gun.
53, Mike 53. Watch the shot.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
That's how we do, Deeda. How we do that.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Here we go. 61, matchbox lights. I got this.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
11.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Check 53, Mike. Let's go one more. Check it back.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
In your face.
They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Lock. I got this.
Garoppolo looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Mike 20.
Mayfield on play action. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, trying to get it to Landry there. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Gold for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Run. Regular.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Hey, alert!
Switch.
Up.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Come on, fellas.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Here we go.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
21. Hey, gun.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
180!
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go again.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Garoppolo gives to Deeda. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 22 yards there, a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They run with Deeda. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
53's the mic.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Ball going deep here for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Kings. Regular. Buzz.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. This pass complete to Higgins. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
21.
Mike's both.
I got this.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. It's our field.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
11. Hey, gun. Hey, Alpha.
Now Garoppolo. And now he'll tuck it and run. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point? Whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They run again with Deeda. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Next to score, Niners 42, Browns 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Fourth down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself.